Good evening, Oswego, and welcome to WTOP 10 Wednesday Night News, your connection to Oswego and beyond. I'm Mike Kincaid.
And I'm Stephanie Sweeney. Today is February 23rd, and this is your news, sports, and weather, all before the first commercial break. Let's take a look at your top stories. 10 News starts now.
President Barack Obama announced the formation of a unified international response today in regards to the protesters in Libya, strongly condemning the use of violence.
Secretary Clinton and I just concluded a meeting that focused on the ongoing situation in Libya. Over the last few days, my national security team has been working around the clock to monitor the situation there and to coordinate with our international partners about a way forward. First, we are doing everything we can to protect American citizens. That is my highest priority.
For many foreigners in Libya, the big question now is how to get out. Expatriates fleeing the unrest arrived in Malta Tuesday and Wednesday to warm welcomes from relieved family members. Governments are scrambling to get their citizens to safety. Some people are taking the situation into their own hands. Refugees are fleeing across Libya's western border to Tunisia and across the eastern border into Egypt. The UN is urging Libya's neighboring countries to accept them. And now we'll check our current conditions outside with meteorologist Dan Peruzzi. Dan, what's it looking like out there?
And thanks a lot, guys. I am meteorologist Dan Peruzzi outside with a first look at your forecast and your conditions outside right now. It is 21 degrees, calm winds, and clear skies, so not a horrible night, but there is a little bit of wind out of the south right now, so if you're going out, don't do like me. Definitely wear gloves and a hat and a jacket. I'm a fool. Learn from my mistakes. It's quite cold out here. I can't wait to get back inside. So clear skies has been what we've seen throughout most of today. A little bit of clouds, but no rain or anything in our area, which has been a great for us, and that's going to continue through part of tomorrow. As for the future cast, as far as what we're exactly going to see, tomorrow we're going to have a high of 39 and a low of 28. A chance of some snow in the morning, but there shouldn't be much. If there is, it's just going to be a little bit of snowflakes in the air. Friday, much different story. We're going to receive a bit of snow. I'll have more on that for you in a couple of minutes. And then Saturday should be a decent day with sun peeking out and temperatures into the low 30s, which is just a little bit below average for this time of year, but certainly not horrible compared to the very chilly days we've seen recently. Of course, last night the low was -2. It was very cold. A little bit warmer than that tonight, but still, like I said, if you're going outside, wear gloves and a coat because it's very cold out here. I can't wait to join you guys back inside. Toss it back to the desk.
It's tax time again, but how big of a return are you looking at this spring? Karen Kafo looks at the options in today's Consumer Watch.
No pain, no gain. For millions of Americans, crunching numbers will lead to a tax refund. Last year, Uncle Sam gave out refunds totaling about $328 billion, an average of $3,003 per taxpayer. What to do with that mini windfall? A survey from the National Retail Federation finds more Americans looking to splurge this year than last. 13.2% will make a big ticket purchase like a big screen TV, up from 12.5% in 2010. 11.9% will use it for a vacation. But an overwhelming number of consumers remain cautious. 41.9% will use it to pay off debt. Not a bad idea, especially if there's a high interest rate involved. Another option, put the money in a long-term savings plan like a college or retirement fund. The IRS will allow you to directly deposit your refund into multiple accounts. And if you're expecting a really big refund, consider adjusting your withholding so you can spread the wealth across an entire year of paychecks. After all, a refund isn't exactly found money, it's your money. You've just been letting the government hold on to it. For Consumer Watch, I'm Karen Kapa.
Libyan citizens are not the only ones who are fed up with what has transpired in their country. Members at the highest level of Gaddafi's own regime also have had enough. The Libyan justice minister has resigned, saying he can no longer tolerate the, quote, bloody situation. The ambassador to the Arab League stepped down due to the killing of innocent people. A resignation was also submitted by Libya's ambassador to India to protest the crackdown on Monday. Libya's deputy UN ambassador announced that Gaddafi has declared war on his own people and is guilty of genocide. The UN Security Council met to discuss the crisis in Libya on Tuesday.
A bit of hope comes out of Christchurch, New Zealand today. The death toll has been reduced after the confusion over an Australian woman buried in the rubble was resolved. This brings the number down to 71 who have fallen victim to the major 6.3 magnitude earthquake that shook the second largest town in New Zealand on Tuesday. 30 people were rescued today and the search continues. Hundreds are still missing, including 10 Japanese students and teachers believed to be trapped at a local college. And now we'll see what's going on in sports with Tara Hecky. Tara?
Thanks, Stephanie. The Sabres hockey team was officially bought yesterday by billionaire Terry Pegula. As a longtime Sabres fan, he feels the absence of a championship. He said, quote, "Starting today, the Buffalo Sabres' reason for existence will be to win the Stanley Cup." He held a press conference yesterday to announce his purchase of the team. In the audience was Hockey Hall of Famer Gilbert Perreault. Noticing his presence, he said to him, "You're my hero." Pegula voiced his commitment to the Buffalo Sabres, and it feels like the Sabres will be seeing a Stanley Cup during the Pegula era. I'll have important Laker hockey and basketball news later on. Now back to the desk.
While turning a knob to watch water pour out may be something we take for granted, there are many people in Africa who would find this life-changing. SUNY Oswego biology major Shane Hillman is making an effort to raise $5,000 by April to help build a well in Africa. The well can bring water up to 250 people. Hillman has already raised $250 by selling arts and crafts. Many Oswego community businesses participated in a community well event yesterday and donated a portion of their profits to the cause.
The mayor's salary was the main topic of conversation at Oswego's Common Council meeting on Tuesday. According to the Palladium Times, the council's Administrative Services Committee acting chairman, Sean Walker, says that he believes it is time to adjust the mayor's pay due to the part-time status of the job. He would like to see the pay be reduced $25,000. City Attorney Gay Williams advises against this proposition, saying that the salary of a public official cannot be reduced during their term without a public referendum. There will be another meeting in the near future to further discuss this decision.
Friday, February 25th will be SUNY Oswego's Night at the Symphony. The Syracuse Symphony Orchestra will be performing for the college alumni, faculty, current students, and their parents. Also on the bill include Nexus, a percussion ensemble from Canada, Reich's Music for the Pieces of Wood, and Jean Sylvius' exhilarating Second Symphony. Perks of the event include discounts for tickets, a special pre-concert reception, and transportation provided between the school and the venue. The concert begins at 8 p.m. at the Mulroy Civic Center in Syracuse. Let's get another quick update on weather with Chief Meteorologist Daniel Peruzzi.
Thanks, Mike. Taking a look at that radar, as I mentioned earlier, no rain, no snow in the area at all today. The big question is how long is that going to continue? Make sure you stay tuned. I'll have all that and more on WTOP 10 News Tonight.
Thinking of you, working on my appetite. Looking forward to a little afternoon delight. My sister shows together, making sparks ignite. And the thought of loving you, so excited. Sky
Rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
I think you got it.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
Let's turn over this log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the brown wiggly one.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Go to discovertheforest.org.
Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
The SUNY Oswego Music Department's annual Collage Concert will offer a showcase of talented students and faculty on Saturday, March 5th. Collage is designed to give students a chance to cultivate their musical talents and stage experience. The stage will be divided into 3 sections, designed for a fast-paced performance, for a quick transition between performers. The show begins at 4 p.m. next Saturday at the Waterman Theater in Tyler Hall. Tickets are available for $5 for students at the Tyler Hall box office.
The work of 2 artists is coming to SUNY Oswego. From March 4th to April 9th, Tyler Art Gallery will host artists Elizabeth Austin and Brenda Giergerich. The works will feature dreamlike and enchanting landscapes of the night. The reception for the exhibit, titled Wild Inspiration, Elizabeth Austin and Brenda Giergerich, will be on Friday, March 4th from 5 to 7 p.m. in Tyler's North Gallery. Can't make the reception? You can visit the gallery to see the exhibit from 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. every Tuesday through Saturday until April 9th. It is free of cost.
The newest building on SUNY Oswego's campus, the Village Commons, is receiving less traffic than expected. Samantha Damasio reports on what effect this is having on the once expected booming area on campus.
SUNY Oswego's newest addition, The Village, has been trying to showcase all it has to offer to its residents. However, despite the glamorous appeal, the Village Commons is not seeing the traffic it had originally anticipated. Village Hall Director Raphael Villamil gave his reasoning on why he thinks the Commons lacks student interest.
Then on top of that, if you add the fact that they have their own apartments, they have their own common space, which residents in residence halls do not, it makes it a lot less necessary for them to come to the general common space that we've provided with the Commons. But that being said, we have started seeing more traffic during the second semester, especially as a study area, which I kind of like.
Seneca Hall resident Jessica England shared Villamil's enthusiasm and agreed it was a great place for studying.
Just come in and do some work. It's better than the library, I think. Definitely less people coming in. I get to play my own music, Pandora, and it's just better. I like it better. I like the atmosphere better.
A desk attendant states that food in the cafe might not be budget savvy.
Not much going on. Not a lot of students are looking to spend money on food while they have their own kitchens and their own townhouses, so it's usually pretty quiet around here.
For now, traffic in and out of the Village Commons remains relatively slow. Those who live scattered throughout campus seem to be unaware of how close the Commons actually are to them, especially on West Campus. However, through promotions and word of mouth, the Village seems confident that things will start to pick up in the future. For WTOP 10 News, I'm Samantha Damasio.
Now here's a look at your full forecast with meteorologist Dan Peruzzi. Dan?
Well, thanks again, Mike, and once again, I am meteorologist Dan Peruzzi here with a full look at your forecast. Let's get started here with the almanac. Today we had a high of 30, just below our average low of 34, but our low, that's what really sticks out. -2 it was last night, nowhere near our average of -20. Actually a lot closer to our record low of -8 that was set back in 1972. Didn't reach that though, it was pretty close. Don't worry though, it's only going to get warmer from here on out. No rain last night. Sunrise at 6:53 and we'll set tomorrow at 5:47 as those days slowly get longer. Local temperatures I mentioned earlier, 21 here in Oswego. Hannibal, much colder at 13, Fulton at 15, Mexico's at 18, and Richland, the warm spot in the county, at 23. Throughout the state, the warm spot, no surprise, New York City down here at 34. Low to mid-20s throughout the western part of the state, but in the north, look at that. 8 in Watertown, 9 in Glens Falls, and 9 in Plattsburgh. The north country, northern part of the state, very cold in the single digits. Not quite that bad here. Local New York State weather tap radar, as I mentioned, no rain in the area, but if you look over here off to the west, some snow is starting to creep into our general area. Take a wider view, you can see there is that snow and that rain in that area. That specific rain and snow isn't exactly going to reach our area tomorrow, but that's part of what's going to push its way into our area on Friday, as we got this little bit of rain down here. That storm system is going to push north and east into our region, and that's going to affect our weather for Friday. A lot of snow expected around here. So your visual futurecast, 1 a.m. Thursday, if you go late night shopping or whatever else you're doing tonight. Not much in the way of clouds and no rain or snow, so it should be a clear night tonight. Tomorrow morning, waking up for classes at 7 a.m., some rain and snow starts to push into western New York, but it won't reach over here. By 1 p.m., some of that rain and snow will be in our area, and it's that kind of late morning, early afternoon time where a stray rain or snow shower could pass through our area. But if anything does, the rain will be there for a few minutes and then gone. If it's snow, it's nothing that's going to stick to the ground, not even dust. It'll just be snowflakes in the air. So nothing for us to really worry about. And 7 p.m. on Thursday, snow starts to settle in south. Heavy rain even farther south down in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, areas like that. They're going to get a lot of rain. Should be fine for us, though. This will slowly start to push north. By the time it reaches us, it'll be snow, and that'll be on Friday. So make sure you stay tuned to WTOP in the coming days for that. Tonight, 12 degrees, mostly clear. It's going to be another cool night, well below average, but nowhere near the -2 we saw last night, with winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, high of 39, as I mentioned, maybe a rain or snow shower passing by in the late morning, early afternoon, but for the rest of the afternoon, should be pretty decent, a little above average, and winds out of the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday night, low of 28. The snow begins later on in the night, pushing more Friday morning is when the snow is going to enter the area. We'll receive a couple of inches overnight, nothing too heavy, and the winds will be out of the northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now your extended forecast, talked about Thursday, Friday, along with being some snow. It's going to get windy as winds around here could easily push to near 30 miles per hour, gusting even higher here on campus. The wind coming off the north won't be slowed down by anything over the lake. Saturday, a much better day, though, with some sun peaks out. Temperatures, again, pretty seasonal, 31. Lows in the upper teens. Sunday, some snow starts to push back into our region. Monday, going to be a warm day, but a lot of rain looks to be in the area with a high temperature in the mid-40s. And then Tuesday, back to the more seasonable temperatures, high of 33, low of 20, and a little bit of snow. So more of what we expect here going into the early part of next week.
So winter's not quite over yet.
It's never over next week, or it
No.
seems. There is still some snow we got to deal with, but it's getting better.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to get kind of a nasty mix of things next week. If it rains and then it snows the next day, I feel like that's not a good thing to have.
Warmer air will push in Monday. So if it was colder air, there would be all snow the whole time. That'd be pretty bad. But
Looking forward for the nice weather to roll in. You know, it's been nice a couple nights over here.
Give it time, it'll be here.
Let's hope. When we come back, we will have the entertainment update. But here is first your late night menu. That even makes any sense.
Pizza. I love
Turn over this log. Yeah. Whoa. I like the brown wiggly one.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Go to discovertheforest.org.
The Oswego MBA program, helping you achieve your goals with a customized curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
Got a good thing going here on town. Wanna see it. Oh, no, no, no.
Hi, we're Real Big Fish.
And you're watching WTOP 10.
Like the number.
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Hey guys, it's Q again here for the second season of Oswego Soundtrack. Make sure you guys tune in with Eric and Connor. Jams out for you guys at 9:30 every Tuesday, all right? Make sure you're here Tuesday, 9:30. Don't be late.
And now with the latest updates on Hollywood and entertainment, here's Casey McGee.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Casey McGee, and welcome to your entertainment update. I'm sure we all have considered doing crazy things to meet our favorite celebs, but where do we draw the line? For 21-year-old Marcus Negrete, that theft seemed to be the best option. According to TMZ.com, the man broke onto the set of Lil Wayne's new music video and stole items and hoped to later return them to meet the artist in person. The incident happened last Friday in Glendora, California. Police told TMZ the man ran off with a laptop, a Louis Vuitton purse, a wallet, and a pair of NBA All-Star tickets. Police were able to track down the items along with Negrete through a GPS sensor installed in the laptop. Unfortunately for Negrete, none of the items belonged to Wayne, and his criminal tendency landed him in the hands of police instead. And on a lighter note, or a shorter note I should say, Justin Bieber gave his signature long locks for a more mature look recently. The 16-year-old superstar told TMZ he plans on having the hair auctioned off for charity. He also claimed he needed a change and his hair out of his eyes. And now for a quick look at the box office. This Friday has a few new movies that might just be worth seeing. According to RottenTomatoes.com, Of Gods and Men is the must-see movie of the weekend, getting itself a rating of 90%. The international drama stars Jacques Herlin and Michael Lonsdale and is loosely based on the life of Cistercian monks in Algeria from 1993 until their kidnapping in 1996. Trailing a little further behind is Xavier Dolan's film, Heartbeats, receiving a rating of 72%. The film won 2010's Cannes Film Festival Youth Prize and is described as a study of descent of passionate love and the complexities of young human emotion. And now for what not to see, Rotten Tomatoes suggests that the film Hall Pass, starring Owen Wilson and Jason Sudeikis, might not be worth your money, with a rating of 27%. But the worst rating yet goes to the horror suspense film Shelter, which gets a lousy 0%. Hopefully that will help you on this weekend's movie-making decisions. And unfortunately, that concludes our entertainment update. I'm Casey McGee. Thanks for watching.
Well, Casey, I think I came down with a little Bieber fever myself. I went over to Mary Walker, and they said there's nothing they could do for me. So I went down to the barber, and I got myself a haircut.
So you look more like Justin Bieber.
A little bit.
Yeah. It's hard to resist the little Bieber.
It's true. It's true. So I'm still not picking up the women, though.
No.
Yeah. New Yorkers have a lot to say about Attorney General Eric Holder's decision on defense against the Marriage Act for DAMA. The Obama administration will no longer defend lawsuits brought against the act, which Obama previously stated was constitutional. New York Senator Christian Gillibrand said, "The time for Congress to repeal DAMA is now, and I will work hard to make sure marriage equality becomes a reality for all." Gillibrand says she is working hard to repeal DAMA and ensure marriage equality.
A new bill is being proposed in Albany pertaining to special elections. According to the Times Union, Governor Andrew Cuomo would like to double the amount of campaigning time for elections like the one Cuomo will have to call in the 26th congressional district. The governor says his reasoning behind this change, which would change the campaigning window from 30 to 40 days to 70 to 80 days, is to make sure overseas and military ballots can be printed and collected. The bill, NY 26, once passed by the state legislature and signed by Governor Cuomo, would take effect immediately. And now a full look at sports with Tara Hecky.
Thanks, Stephanie. The State University of New York Athletic Conference released its 2010-2011 men's ice hockey all-conference teams. Junior forward Ian Boots was the lone representative on the first team, while senior defenseman Stephen Milaro and junior goaltender Paul Beckwith were named to the second team. Senior forward Justin Fox and senior defensive Kevin Hewenick received honorable mention all-conference honors. In tournament news, Fredonia beat Buffalo State tonight to gain a semifinal spot against the Lakers this Saturday in the Campus Center Arena at 7 o'clock. In women's news, the number 6 seed state women's basketball team held a halftime lead over number 3 seeded New Paltz Hawks yesterday night, but the Hawks went on a 21-3 run early in the second half to put the game away. The Lakers lost 69-54. Senior Tracy Bacon came off the bench to score 17 points, and Megan Stover produced 15. The women's basketball team ended their season record at 11-15. New Paltz will face Oneonta in the SUNYAC semifinal on Friday at Geneseo. The Oswego State men's basketball team defeated visiting Potsdam Bears in front of a strong crowd at Maxill Gymnasium. The Lakers' strong defense allowed the Bears 18 turnovers to turn into 20 points. Connor Monaghan scored 15, Hayden Ward posted 12 points and 13 rebounds. Chad Burridge grabbed 13 points for the Laker win. Oswego State will host the remainder of the SUNYAC playoffs, with the semifinal games taking place on Friday when number 2 Buff State faces number 3 Plattsburgh at 6, and at 8, number 1 Oswego faces number 4 Brockport. And I do have an update for you. Plattsburgh beat Morrisville in an overtime score 4-3. So that means Plattsburgh moves on to face Geneseo in the semifinals. That's it for sports. Now back over to the desk.
All right, well, that'll do it for that. And we'll take it over to the community calendar, and we'll be back in around a minute. Stay tuned.
Curriculum developed with flexibility in mind. Take classes year-round, full or part-time in Oswego, online or at the Metro Center in downtown Syracuse. More information is available online or by calling 315-312-2911.
TOP. Brought to you by
Cam's Pizzeria, located at 31 West Bridge Street, serving New York-style pizza, wings, sandwiches, wraps, and desserts. Dine in, take out, or order delivery by calling 315-342-4255.
Let's turn over this log. Yeah. Whoa! I like the big black ones. I like the brown wiggly ones.
I like the green crunchy ones myself.
Whoa.
Get out and explore nature. There's surprises everywhere. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Anyone up for dessert?
There's a place not so far away. Ask your parents to take you. Come to the forest, where the other you lives. But first, stop by discovertheforest.org.
Now let's take a look at your Class Day forecast.
All right, thanks, Mike. Taking a look at that Class Day forecast. Waking up in the morning, of course, low overnight is 12. By 8 o'clock, should be about 18. And then the temperatures are going to go up pretty quickly. By 9:35, it'll be 24, 11, 10, 28. In the mid-30s by about 1 o'clock, and then moderating to about 37, which is about where the high is tomorrow. And, of course, there's a chance of a passing snow shower in the morning, but there shouldn't be one.
It looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. Well, weather or temperature-wise, anyway, it'll be nice.
I'm looking for the sun on Saturday.
Well, we'll see.
It's nice to see the sun out here. I remember last spring the sun wasn't out until like April. It was pretty depressing.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the sun. I'm a fan.
Should be better this year.
Yeah. So that'll do it for us here at WTOP 10 News. For the news team,
I'm Dan Peruzzi.
I'm Tara Hockey.
I'm Mike Kincaid.
And I'm Stephanie Sweeney. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.